right, new day here. Finally the sun's out. It's been raining for days. Got the dozer over here behind me. We're gonna head up on the hill. We're gonna start putting in roads. See how this goes. Hopefully it's not too muddy. It's been raining for a lot of days, but can only wait for so long. So we'll go over here, fire up the D5, head up on the mountain, start putting in some roads. So number one, the black flies are so bad you can barely stand it out here, but it's tricky building these roads. Not gonna lie, it's just like skating on ice, so I got to be real careful how I do this. I got to cut quite a bit of dirt. I don't really like cutting a lot of dirt when I'm in the woods, but kind of have to in order to be able to get traction. So I'll show you what we have here. So this road is done, kind of cuts up through here, goes right up the hill there. It's hard to tell how steep it is. I got one right here next to me that I got to turn around and come down on it because I can't climb the hill. I almost got myself pinched in between a tree, so that's not good. I'm not going to do this very long. These black flies are insane, but the first road is done up there, so we're slowly but surely working on these roads, but it's going to take some time, and we've got, so the ground is saturated, so it's just like skating on ice with the dozer. You know, I'd rather do this in the winter, but I can't really wait. But you can see my tracks are pretty well packed in already. Whew, man, it's terrible. But yeah, this road goes right out through here, right in front of me. I'm gonna get back in the dozer because I can't take these black flies any longer. Whew, man. All right, I'll be back here in a little bit. So I can actually stand these black flies. They're finally going away. They're not as bad as they were, but so we're right here by my wet and dry line. So I got to put a new road. And just as I say that, here they come. I got to put a new road beside this wet dry all the way out because the one I've been using right here will no longer be able to use that. I got to close this door. I'm going to have black flies all over the place. Oh. I've never seen flies this bad in my life. I mean, I don't know if it's just because it was, I don't know why they're so bad, but they are bad. But anyways, we got to put a road here right alongside this wet dry right here. That way, this will be my new access road. I'm gonna pick and choose between the trees here. It's getting tough. There's a lot more trees over here in this section, so I'm trying not to take trees, but every once in a while, if I gotta take a pine down or a beech or something, I will. But so, still at it. I'm still working on these roads, but I got the section all done that we got to do this summer, so I'm gonna start working on the section that we got to do next summer. It's 10 after 6, gonna go to dark, so we'll keep going. Back down here off the mountain. I made it without getting stuck, getting pinched between a tree. It's really quite terrible dozing conditions. That's why I didn't video much. It's just so wet, but I got to get it done. Hopefully by next weekend it'll dry out a little bit. Going away for work for the week. I do have the dozer for next weekend too, so I think I can get the rest of it done in 2 days. But yeah, it's tough. A lot of trees, trying to get in between the trees. I've got that whole section done that we got to do this summer, and I've got a pretty good start on the far section for next year. So, but that's gonna be it for today. We'll come back in here tomorrow and keep working at it. It's been a week. I never did make it in here the next day. The weather was it's been atrocious. It's been raining every single day. I was gone away for work all week, and I don't think we got nowhere near the amount of rain. At least that's what my wife told me. Dozer's running behind me. I've got to have this done today or tomorrow because they're coming to take this to another job. We'll head up on the mountain. We'll finish putting in some roads. I was struggling over here on the last video, but I got it today. The problem I'm running into is that the shale is so close up here on this mountain. Like you can see, it's barely under the ground right there. Right there. So I can't cut. Like when you're trying to make a level road on a slope that's coming down like this, you really got to hog in the upside part of the slope to level it out. But I'm winning now. I got a pretty good road in here. You can see it right up through here. A new main access road right here. It used to be down there, but we're going to be running sub mains out through here, like right down the hill. That road's going to be gone. This is my new main access road right here. Now we'll go every 50 feet, which I've already got some of them started. Right off this road, we'll go every 50 feet. That way I can come down this road, drive right down a sub-main, turn around, come back out, come down the road, drive down a sub-main, and come back out. Definitely a little bit better dozing conditions now. It's not as wet. Bugs aren't as bad. It's a little cooler, so this half of the woods is nice. I should be able to make pretty good time. It's pretty wide open down here, as you can see. Hopefully by, I don't know, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock this afternoon, I'll have all these roads in. This dozer's working good. There's so many nice trees out here. This is next year's installation, the roads I'm building now, but I figured I'd get them in while I have the dozer here. We're just gonna keep on putting in roads. Been real busy working on these roads. It's time consuming, a lot of trees, it's wet, but down in here roughly is where the pump house is gonna sit. Right over in here, right where my finger is. So everything I've been working on is basically coming off the mountain. I've got about 8 roads in. That'd be 8 sub-mains all coming down right to here. So I'm working my way right across this whole side hill bank right here. I didn't think the black flies were gonna be that bad, but I mean, look at these things swarming around this machine. Can't really give you much more than that. I'm getting back in the dozer and keep on dozing. So I'm back in here this morning. I ended up working pretty late last night, about 7 o'clock, until it started raining again. I've never seen so much rain for so many days. It just makes things real hard here in the woods because we're pushing topsoil basically. Topsoil and hard pan. That's all that's in the wood. Really hard dozing because everything is steep and it's like skating on ice. If you've never run a piece of equipment before, I mean, the tracks fill up. Basically all you have is that little bit to try to get traction. It doesn't turn good. It's dangerous. It's raining again. I was hoping, looking at the weather forecast, I thought it was gonna stop, but it's not. So what I'm gonna do, I got the dozer running. I'm gonna let it warm up here for a few minutes. I'm gonna take you on a ride through the woods and show you the roads that I built so far. I don't know how many you got. We're gonna count them. I got side by side up here with me. Let's take a little ride through and we'll see all these roads we've built. Days like this, I love this cab. I put this cab on when I bought it, shortly after I bought it. And when we're building and installing tubing in the summer, it's kind of nasty. It's really hot in here. I could take the doors off, but I really don't feel like doing that. But this time of year, it's like perfect. Nice and warm, got the heat on. So let's take a little ride here. We'll count how many roads we've got built. So this road right here was my main road. It's not going to be my main road anymore. That's why I had to build a new one up there by the wet drive. We'll no longer be able to access this road because all my sub-mains will be coming across it here. So that ribbon right there, this is where my wet dry are gonna anchor, right around this big cherry tree. This cherry tree or that one right there. These will shoot all the way down through and they'll go all the way down to the bottom and into the pump house that I got down there. I had to build a road basically from here all the way down there. That way your wet dryer on the outside edge of the road. And I had to make an access road all the way around the perimeter. Take a ride down. I don't want to drive on these roads and rut them all up because it's wet, but we're gonna count some roads here and see how many I've got. Some of these roads will have 2 sub-mains on them too, depends on how I want to run my tubing. First log road right here. Can't really see it, but it's right there. Number 2 right here. Shoots right up through there. Number 3 right here. Number 4 going right up through there. My glass is fogging up. Get this glass cleaned off. Number 5. 6 going right up through there. Number 7. So we're up to number 7. I don't know how many I got. We got a lot made. So that's 7 sub-mains so far. That's easy to be able to figure out. We'll keep driving down here. We'll count the rest of them. It's 13 roads I've got built so far. That's 13 sub-mains, but I know a couple roads I might run one sub on one side, one on the other. Depends on how it lays out. That's a lot of work. I knew this was big over here. The length of some of these are pretty long too. I wouldn't be surprised if there's all 2,000 taps out here in this back half. Walking back to the dozer right now. I'm gonna start finishing these roads. Hopefully I don't get pinched between a tree today. Do not need that. Just, it's tough going. Just like, just imagine if you never owned a piece of equipment, you know, in the winter time when you slide on ice, black ice, it's like that. Saturated ground, topsoil, there's no traction. I'll hop in the dozer here and we'll get after it. Tricky spot right here, but this drops right off. There's shales right there, but we're winning. Property lines right there. You see a posted sign. One right there, and there's one right over there between those trees. So that's what you want to do. You want log roads right on the very perimeter all the way around. Like it's like a main road. That way you can get around all your lines and then down to the pump house, because this will go right straight to the pump house. Not raining too bad right now. We're going to keep after it. Try to get the rest of this done. We are 100% done with that section over there. So now I'm over in my 2-year-old section, and there was always one line that I had to walk last year. This took me forever. I had leaks on this line too, and I'd spend forever up in here trying to figure this out. It gets pretty long, so I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. I'm going to put a road down through there. Doesn't look like a road right now, but when I get done it will. So this is the last road I gotta build right here. So we're gonna put this road in, and then I gotta go down in one of my main roads going down out underneath the subs. I have to fine tune that. I wanna widen that thing out like I-88. We're gonna finish this one, then we're gonna go hit that, and we're gonna be done. I'll show you before and after this here when I get done with this one. So take one more look at it. That's what it looks like. So that road is complete. I'll take you on a little walk right here and show you quick. So that is what we were looking at earlier. That was all brush. Little sketch right here, because the rock is literally like maybe 1.5 foot under the ground right here, and you can't cut this stuff. This stuff is just, you see it kind of stepping down how it's laid. Well, luckily I was just lucky enough that I had just enough material to build, because if your grade is like this, you have to hog in the upside of that so you can level this thing out. You don't want the dozer sitting like this, because you'll just slide right down the hill. Any road you build on a side hill, you want it level, somewhat level, if anything tipping to the inside a little bit. But yeah, here's this road right here. This is gonna make my life a lot easier. There it is, all the way down through there. We do have some trees down. Hopefully I can get the old man on this. Must be we got a little high wind up here. I see some trees down on some of my lateral lines, but looking back up, like I said, guys, if you can build roads in your sugar bush, do it. You won't regret it. This was a little bit of a job. It was kind of hard, but I got it done. They're coming to take this dozer tomorrow, so I had to get it done. I think I've got somewhere around 20 submains, 20 roads built. Yeah, that'll be good. We're gonna start pretty soon. Before you know it, we'll start running some pipe. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.